Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Revamp Your Mind podcast. Let me tell you guys. Hey! So I just, introduced you guys at the first episode. I was just telling you guys of where I was. And now, today, I just wanted to give you more details on where I have been and how my isolation has been like. I was this lady who used to always move around. I am doing a million things. So to me, relaxing and just not doing things the way I was doing, like left, right, and center, bila mpangilio, like without structure, I was just there. And I was even telling a friend of mine, I was living in autopilot. This is where you're just living just because you're existing, and I was not living life. I was surviving. And so in this podcast, I look forward to sharing with you guys about my life, how I have grown up. And I'm going to be sharing more details about myself, things probably that I've never even shared. But yeah, I just want this space to be a space where we can be open and vulnerable. And so I have been in a situation where just transitioning from a very hyper version of myself. Am I saying like the hyperness has just gone away? No, it hasn't gone away. It's still there, but currently I have learned how to, even calm my nervous system. When you are suffering from anxiety, because I used to suffer from like deep anxiety, and this was just coming from the fact that I always want to know the outcome of how things are gonna be or how things are gonna turn out. And so I had to, when you are stepping into this thing of change is just, it's an unknown space. You're doing things that you've never done. You're starting to take care of your mental health, and this is something you've never thought of doing in your lifetime because you never even knew at the first place that you had a problem. And so during my isolation period, I've just gotten to, I was like one of my worst enemies. I used to just look at myself in the mirror and then I'm like, yeah, I am confident with all this, but the confidence was just, trying to create a facade thing, but it was not coming from deep down. Deep down, I had some broken things that I had to just go and tackle and, face my demons. In short, that's what I love calling it, like me going into a season of facing my demons. I was just living in a state where I am not letting anybody in. Even when I was starting therapy, the first few months were just crap. Mimi therapy miezi za kwanza zilikuwa like, it was so difficult for me because, I'm not used to just sharing all these things. And then all of a sudden I have a whole new routine where I am sharing things with a therapist. And so it has really helped me in my healing journey to just face my demons, face my inner child, and rather than letting like my inner child hold me back and give myself like pity parties, I now got into a space where I wanna talk to this inner child and be like, okay, I did not show up for you. I did not love you enough. I was always taking care of people and never used to like take care of you. But now I want to do things differently. I want to take care of you, my inner child. And I wrote that on my journal. And you guys, I need to just tell you guys how journaling has changed my life. Journaling has changed my life so much, like drastically, because when I journal, I get to be in a space where I pour out my thoughts. I pour out how I'm feeling. I can be able to write about what state of mind I am at. I can be able to write about my visions. I can be able to write about my goals. I can be able to talk to God maybe about things that I want to just address, and I can be able to be in such a space when I am journaling. So when I am journaling, it has just helped me so much overcome a lot of things, because there are just some things you don't just face. But when you are in that space of journaling, you get into a space where you have not gotten in such a long time, because now your mind is open. Your mind is in a state of you're flowing. I call it like a flow state. So there's always that space you would want to get yourself to, and it's a flow state, you're flowing. And so therapy has really helped me big time, big time, because there are just some things I needed to address. And I would really recommend therapy to you who is listening to me. I would really recommend you having even friends who are open to discussing deeper things. If you do not have currently maybe the funds to maybe seek therapy, you might choose to have close people, like look at like maybe your circle and be like, evaluate your circle, evaluate who can you share deep details about you, and they will not judge you because of where you come from or the things that you're sharing. And so it's having like an open space of where you're not judged, and that's the kind of environment we have to be in. And so I really thank God because of this journey that I embarked on. Has it been easy? No, it hasn't been easy. Like, I have just gone through a lot of, I call it like a roller coaster. I've been on a roller coaster of emotions, trying to face myself, trying to face the demons that I never knew even existed. And I am just now learning to be in a state of being present and just breathing in and out. Like, my spiritual awakening journey has just given me a more profound meaning to life. I've just gotten into a space where I see life differently, not like the same way I used to see life before. I am now having different perspectives about life. I am asking myself deeper questions of maybe why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, or maybe if I've acted in a certain way. I ask myself, why did I act like that? Is that a trauma response? Is it out of maybe lack? Is that out of a lack mentality? So do I have to drop that mindset and pull out my abundance mentality? And so it's just this it's a constant thing of always wanting to, or being in a space of, you just don't want to strive no more. You don't want to strive so much about life because you've already gone through that path of always striving, surviving, suffering, and now you want different. You want to do different. You want to approach life in a different way. And for you to do different, or for you to see different in your life, you've got to do different. And so I chose to do different. And I hope this episode helps you to just know that you can do it. You can choose to transform. You can choose to know who is this other person who I have never met, but he or she is inside of me. But because of the things that maybe you've done or gone through, life, culture, your childhood traumas, the things you have not yet faced, and maybe the demons that you have not yet faced, and they fracture maybe your self-confidence, and you don't believe in yourself, or even maybe like your self-esteem. All these things are coming from a deeper place. It might be from your childhood, and these are things now you've got to ask yourself, do I need to sit down and reevaluate? Maybe the things that I've been doing are just, it's a response of maybe the trauma that you have had growing up. And so taking care of my mental health has become one of the things that I look forward to defending with all of my being. Like, I look forward to protecting my peace in this season. Like, my peace of mind is one of the most important things currently in life, like in my life. Peace of mind, just being in a space where I am peaceful. I am not overthinking about things, and I have learned to catch myself overthinking. Now in this journey, you get to understand the things that you do and how you can, solve them. And really, I don't want to mean that you have a problem, because I don't want to put this thing of like every time you have like to check yourself, you have like a problem. Just know you're enough the way you are. Right now, right here, the way you're listening to me, you're enough. You're loved, you're worth it. When you were born, even before you were born, you are worth it. And so you have to go back into such a state of knowing that you're important, because when you fix that, you will be able to start cultivating a relationship with yourself, a relationship that you're not judging yourself because of your thoughts, a relationship that you tend to visit yourself more frequently with a calm environment, an environment that is now peaceful, and you're not overthinking about anything. You're just flowing. You're just flowing with life. And so change is inevitable. And I am really, really happy that I took the leap of faith. And a lot of things change when you're going through transformation, how you deal with life, your spirituality. Like for me, my body changed because now I discovered I was stress eating. And so I had to look at that behavior. And so this behavior had now to be modified. And now modifying it has been a journey, because my lost weight has taken, like, it's almost now it's an year. And so it's a journey of consistency, a journey of patience, a journey sowed with tears, a journey of self-reflection, a journey of wanting different, a journey of choosing more healthier habits than I have ever done. And so I've just been in that space of choosing better habits, better behaviors for myself as a woman, because I just realized that for you to become the person you want to become, you have to do the things that the person you want to become is doing. And so if it's taking care of your mental health, you're there, you're present to do that. If it's taking care of your body, you're doing it. And am I saying that you're gonna be perfect and have these days? No one is perfect. Remove that word perfect from your head, because there's nothing like perfect. We are beautifully imperfect human beings. And so this is a journey of you loving your imperfections, you loving all of you, loving the whole of you, who you are, like loving your flaws, loving your strengths, loving your story, telling your story, because who else can tell your story better than you? And so it's embracing it, embrace your journey, embrace your life, and embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation and being self-aware. There is nothing so good, Yani, in this life like just starting to make your lives more self-awarely. Like you're in a state of mind where you're more informed, so you can make a decision. You can make a decision in your life that you're now more informed. And so in this journey, no, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're never alone. You'll never be alone. You're a beautiful person. You're full of love in your heart. You're kind. And you're such an amazing human being. You're a star. And you got this, because God has you in the palm of his hands. And so till next time, I'm gonna catch you in the next episode. Love you all.